Back to my channel. It's me, Tally Girl, and we're back for another video. So today's video is going to be our June manis. I cannot believe it is July, like it's crazy, but I just wanted to show my June manis with you guys. Let's just get into it. Before we get started, if you are not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I do nail content, I do a little bit of hair, a little bit of makeup here as well. So, and I do vlogs too. So if you guys like that, just go ahead and click that subscribe button and help me grow my channel. So June manis. If you guys didn't know, I stopped wearing nail polish for like a whole month. So the whole month of May. That's why I didn't post a May manis, because I didn't wear anything. So to kind of get me back into polish, I was really craving like kind of like neutral, soft, like a palette cleanser type of shades. So that's what I wore most of the time. I did start to put in a little bit of color towards the end of the month, as you guys will see, but neutral, you know, vibes. That was what it was. So yeah, let's just get started. So the first polish I wore actually featured in my mani with me, and this is Wet n Wild, and it's in the shade Sparked. So she needs a good shake, but I used to have this polish years ago and it disappeared from my collection. I literally don't know where it went to. I never destashed it, it just disappeared. And I've always wanted to repurchase it, so I saw it at Dollar Tree and it was the only one they had, so I had to get it. So this is just a glitter polish. It's a bunch of pink glitters, and it's in a, I can't figure out if the base is pink or if the base is, or what, the base was pink. No, the base was clear, but the pink glitters dyed it pink. Okay, that doesn't really matter, but yeah, so this was opaque in 3 coats. This was a nice like way to get back into polish for me, and it was giving me nostalgia because I used to have this polish in my collection, and I actually got a lot of compliments on this when I wore it, so I really enjoyed this one, and it was a great way to get me back started with wearing polish again. So this is Wet n Wild Sparked. So after that, I decided to wear Essie's Marshmallow. So this is a light curly type of white polish, and then over top of it I put China Glaze Fairy Dust, which is a silver, a very fine silver holographic glitter topper. So I wore this for like a day or two by itself, and then I put the topper or China Glaze on top, and it was super pretty. Again, super light, super feminine, super, you know, neutral, and I really like Essie Marshmallow. I wear it at least once a year, and I think this was opaque in, did I do 2 or 3 coats on this? I think I might have did 3 this time. I feel like a lot of these polishes were 3 coaters just because of the nature of the polishes that I wanted to wear. I feel like this one I put 3 coats on, and then I put 1 coat of this over top. So this was really cute. It was a little sparkly, but it was still matching my vibes for June, which was neutrals. So next up, I wore another polish combo. So I wore Orly Cakepop. You guys know this is one of my faves. I wear this all the time. I think this is my 2nd time wearing it this year already. It is a super light pink, and the formula on this is amazing. It gets opaque in 2 coats, which is one of the things I really love about it, is the amazing formula. So I wore this, and then as a accent nail, I wear this LA Girl Colourpop in the shade Explosion. So this is a clear base, and it just has a bunch of silver glitters in here in a bunch of different sizes. I ended up doing 2 coats of this, and then I did like some dabbing as well to get it pretty much opaque as my accent finger, which was my ring finger. And then I had this on all my other nails, and it was super cute. It was super fun. Again, matching my vibes for the month, and I really enjoyed this mani, and I want to use this some more as an accent nail because it was actually really good. So that was Orly's Cakepop and LA Girl Explosion. So after that, I wore an OPI, and this one is called Tiramisu For Two. So this is the Infinite Shine formula, and this polish is basically just like a light nude shade. It has very neutral undertones. I wouldn't say it pulls pink or like mauve or anything like that. It's pretty neutral undertones, like even kill light nude. And I did like this one, and this was one of the more opaque polishes I wore. Everything else has kind of been either like a glitter, so some of my bare nails peeking through, or something that's a little bit more jelly translucent like. So this was like my first like opaque polish that I wore when I got back into wearing polish, and I really liked this one. I picked this one up at TJ Maxx a couple months ago, and it was my first time wearing it, so I really liked her. That is OPI Tiramisu For Two. So after I wore that, I wore this combination, and honestly, this is like what I'm about to show you is hands down one of my favorite manis of the year so far. Like, I absolutely love this, and this was so random. So I usually have my polish picks that I pull for each season, which my summer one just went up, so make sure you guys watch that. But I'll put it in the cards for you, by the way. But so I didn't do that for the month of June, and I was just kind of like pulling polishes out of my collection. So I literally just pulled out these two polishes. It was so random, like no thought was put into this at all, and I absolutely loved it. So first I put on Wet n Wild, and this is in the shade On a Trip. So it's this beautiful, beautiful purple. It's a purple cream. And then my original plan was to do an accent nail. So I was gonna do my ring finger and my pinky, and I was gonna put a coat of this Kokie topper, which is called Northern Lights. So this is my second time wearing this year. It is a clear base. It has a beautiful shifting shimmer in there. It shifts pink to gold, and probably some, and I think it shifts blue as well too. And then we have these beautiful blue metallic glitters in here in all different types of shades. And I put one coat over top of what was supposed to be my accent nails on both fingers. And then I was like, this is so pretty, I have to put it on all my nails. So I ended up putting this topper over everything, and it was so freaking pretty. These two together, if you have both of these in your collection, I'm telling you, put them together. You guys are gonna see the swatch photo. It looks like an indie polish, which is crazy because both of these are like kind of drugstore polishes. You can still get this. I got this from Sally's. That's where they sell Kokie cosmetics. But unfortunately, they don't sell Wet n Wild anymore. Well, Wet n Wild doesn't sell nail polish anymore. But if you have this, or you have a color similar to this, get a good look at the color. Pair it with this because it looks like an indie polish, and it's so pretty. Like I said, one of my favorite manis for the year. So I'm gonna just go ahead and show y'all the picture. This is Wet n Wild On a Trip paired with Kokie Cosmetics Northern Lights. So after I wore that, or in the process of me wearing that, I had to cut my nails down. They were growing out. I'm trying to get my nails to grow back out again, but I did have to cut them down because they were just doing too much. I had some chips and breaks and peeling and all that, so I was just like, forget it, I'm gonna cut them down. So that brings me to the mani I have on now. This is a little OPI mini, and this is their Nail Envy, from their Nail Envy line. So it has like strengtheners in it, and this one is called Bubblebath. So I know this polish is super popular, but I literally have never tried it before. So I did. So I put it on in 3 coats, and honestly, I'm gonna destash this. It's just not like, I get why people like it because it's really kind of like a Your Nails but better type of shade. It's a very like flesh toned pink. This is 3 coats, but it's so streaky. Like, and when you have a polish like this, that sheer, I know these type of polishes usually are streaky, but when they're streaky, that just makes them look worse. And no, so I'm just gonna give this away or put it in my little de-stash pile that I've been collecting. We're gonna let her go. We're gonna let her go, but I understand why people do like it, and especially if they're getting their nails done professionally and they have like acrylics and stuff on, because I know this polish is really popular with like people who get nail tips. Maybe if you have like a smoother surface or something like that, I don't know. And a lot of people get like the gel version of this, but I understand the hype a little bit, but it's just not for me. That's what I'm gonna say. So we're going to de-stash this one. So again, this is OPI in the shade Bubblebath. Okay, so that wraps up my June manis. Like I said, y'all saw the theme. Y'all saw what I was craving for the month of June for my polishes, but I did dabble in a little bit of color and I accidentally created one of the best manis of the year for me. And if you guys watched my summer polish picks, you guys know I definitely picked out a bunch of bright, colorful shades to wear for July and August. So I'm really excited about that. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.